Alright, once again we're going to learn about some animals on the savanna. And today I'm just going to show you some pictures, tell you about some cool facts about some of these cool animals, and then read a book for you. And the first one we're going to learn about is called the rhino. So right here is a picture of a rhino. It's really pretty cool. A rhino, actually the name of a rhino means nose horn. And most of them have two horns. So I'm going to show you again the pictures that I have of them. Okay, I don't know if you can see them real well. These is about the only pictures I have. So they eat grass, leaves, and stems. They are the second largest land animal, weighing 3 to 5 tons. They're 13 feet long and 7 feet high. So they are just a little smaller than the elephant, which is the largest land animal. Their horns are made up of what they call keratin, which is the same as our hair and nails. And they have a good sense of smell and hearing, but they have poor eyesight. And sometimes they attack trees and rocks by accident. They are strong enough to overturn a car. The skin is very thick, and they can actually run about 30 miles per hour. And they have one baby at a time. The next one that we're going to learn about is called the hippo. And the hippo is actually the third largest land animal. Can you see them? Their name means river horse, and they are about 8,000 pounds. They eat plants. When they open their mouths really, really wide, means that it gives them a warning. And they are actually pretty aggressive, which means they can get kind of mean. And they actually can kill lions and crocodiles. And actually they've killed quite a few people too if they got too close. During the day, they mostly stay in the water and feed at night. Their ears, nose, and eyes are at the top of their heads, so they can be mostly underwater. But they can still hear, see, and smell. They make their own sunscreen, which protects them from germs and the sun. And the last thing is they have one baby, and the baby can drink its mother's milk underwater. That's another pretty cool fact. So hippos, they're another cool animal. And then the last one we're going to talk about before the book is the zebra. The zebra is like a horse. It's in the horse and donkey. It's related to the horse and donkey. They live in herds. A baby zebra, like that giraffe, can stand and run within minutes of its birth. They are always moving, looking for grass and water. They are hunted by lions and cheetahs and hyenas. The stripes on the zebras are as unique as your fingerprint. No two zebras have the same stripe pattern. Patterns, when in a group, make it hard for the predators to single one out. So it's a form of camouflage. So when you have a lot of them together, it's hard to tell where one zebra begins and where one ends. So that's another cool animal and only found in Africa. So now we're going to read about our fun African book. So we're going to learn pretty much the same type of things that we did before. It might be a review, but I just thought this was a fun book. So Africa is home of some of the biggest, tallest, fastest, and most dangerous animals on Earth. When the orange sun rises over Africa, many animals come out to eat breakfast. Giraffes stretch their long necks to nibble tender leaves. Elephants sip water through their bendy trunks. Antelopes gather to graze while lions lazily look on. All kinds of creatures make their home there. Oops, sorry. Can you see them? I'm sure. When you think of Africa, you probably think of the long waving grasses of the savanna. Half of Africa is savanna, the grasslands dotted with trees. But they have some other ones. But this is a good picture of the savanna with the tree. The lion is called the king of the beasts for a reason. These fearsome cats chase down large animals like zebras and wildebeest. But even though the males look fiercer, it's the females that do most of the hunting. That's because male lions can be as heavy as 420 pounds. The females are lighter and more nimble or flexible, which makes them natural hunters. Lions live in groups called prides. A pride can have up to 30 or 40 lions that share a close bond. The lions work together to hunt and raise the cubs. When they grow up, male cubs go off to form their own prides. Females often stay with the same pride that they were born in. So again, here's a picture of the cheetah and some other cats that are found in Africa. But down here's the cheetah. Giraffes are the easiest animals to spot on the grassland. They are up to 19 feet tall, and a giraffe can peer into a second-story window. Most predators won't bother them because of their size, but if a lion or crocodile gets too close, a giraffe will strike with a karate-style kick. Most people think giraffes don't make noise, which we learned about that they kind of do. Can you see him okay? Giraffes make several sounds, including a humming sound that's so low it's hard for humans to hear. When they sense danger, they snort. Then the whole herd takes off running. Other animals in the savanna use giraffes as their alarm system. If a giraffe starts running, they do too. Kind of like I told you. Can you see them? Elephants love to cool off in the savanna, lakes, and rivers, but they're not the only African animal that enjoys a refreshing dip. Hippos are big bathers and adapted for life in the water. Their eyes, ears, and nostrils poke above the surface, and while their bodies are underwater. Sometimes they can even nap underwater, but you know what? Down here's the hippo. Can you see him? Hippos cannot swim. Isn't that interesting? So they can't swim. There's the elephant. The rhino has thick skin and is surprisingly sensitive. These animals plunge into lakes and rivers to coat themselves in mud. This protects them from the suns and insect bites. Crocodiles snap. These huge river dwellers can be 20 feet long. I'm going to just show you that picture again. They mostly eat fish, but they will attack anything that comes too close. That includes zebras, birds, and even other crocodiles. And then here's a picture of the crocodile and the rhino. African grazers are always on the move. Every year, huge herds of wildebeest, zebras, and antelopes travel across East Africa in search of fresh grass. Predators like lions and hyenas follow close behind. They are on the hunt for an easy meal. This amazing event is called the Great Migration. People travel from all over the world to catch a glimpse of the animals making this long journey. So here's a picture of all of them traveling. Up to 287 pounds, ostriches are truly big birds. In fact, they are too big to fly, but they don't need to. With their long, powerful legs, ostriches are great runners. They can sprint at speeds up to 43 miles an hour. Usually, ostriches can just run away from danger, but if cornered, they use their clawed feet for defense. An ostrich can kick hard enough to kill a lion. So here's some ostriches. And there's two things that I want to show you that I learned about. One, is that see this size of the ball? That's as big as an ostrich eye is. So that's pretty big for a bird. And then also, this is the size of their egg. So it's the largest egg that an animal produces, and it weighs up to 3 pounds. So right again, here's the ostriches. Animals eat, sleep, and play across Africa's many landscapes. Wildebeests kick up dust as their huge herds move across the grassland. And so here you go. Here's a picture of all the different animals. The zebras, the wildebeests, the antelopes that are all across the ostrich. So they're all across the savanna. So again, that's just a few things about the savanna that we've learned about. There's much more, but we're probably out of time to learn all about them. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed learning about some of the animals of the savanna.